All right, listen, if you don't know who I am by now, shame on you. You should be don't know by now. Listen, that's your fault. Why? My name is Imani Vanzap, and I'm here to continue to help you fix your shit. So you can do what?
Yeah.
I'm excited today. I'm here with my babies, the Alliyance. And I'm so excited. I've talked to everybody individually except for you. Is it Swanee?
Yes.
I don't think we've had a one-on-one yet. We need to do our one-on-one too.
Anytime you're ready.
Okay.
Ready when you are.
Okay.
Fantastic.
We'll make it happen. I gotta be fair. I gotta be fair across the board, like spotlight all of you.
Whatever you want.
My
love, whatever you want.
And they've been working on projects, and I'm just always loving how you're evolving and creating new music, and just how each of you are seeming to really settle into your own as individuals too. I noticed that the styles of some of y'all's pictures done changed, and I love it. So let's talk about all of it. So basically, just first, let's go around the room for those that may not know you individually. The group is the Alliyance, and introduce yourselves and just tell us how you came to be.
What's up? What's up? It's your man IKP. You already know what it is. The real PZ. Sometimes, all the time. In these streets, 1/4 of the Alliyance. You already know I've been out here in these streets for a while. Shout out to you, Imani Vanzap, and everybody out there watching. I love it.
Well, you already know that. It's Mr. B Hood. You already know. Formerly known as Billy Hood, but you can still call me Billy. It is what it is. 1/4 of the Alliyance. Starting out from the BX.
Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, it's your man Earth Tone. You know what I mean? Hailing from Jersey, now in New York City. 1/4 for the Alliyance. You already know what it is, man.
You know what it is.
That's what's up.
You know what it is.
You know what
Last
it
but
is.
not least, our hit beat maker, killing it.
It's your man, Swanee River. It gets no bigger. You understand? Born and raised in Brooklyn. We're living in the X right now, BX. And shout out to you, mama.
Thank you. Mwah. I love you. Thank y'all for being here. So,
Thank you.
for those who don't know,
Thank you for having us.
we started on Instagram, and now we've moved on. And so now we're into our YouTube, Facebook audience. So if you're watching us primarily there, let us know in the comments how you feel about everything that you see. Support our artists. Support independent art. I can't tell you how important it is. I'm a living witness.
Absolutely.
That we work hard, and all we want to do is live off of our art. Me and Earth Tone was just talking about that. All the artists want to do is just be able to just eat off of what their passion is. And I think that everybody's deserving of doing that. So let's celebrate this today. And I want to talk about everything that's going on with you. So what is new? What do you need to catch us up on? Roll us up today. Whoever wants to go first.
A lot.
What happened since then? It was a pandemic since then.
Yeah, pandemic stuff happened.
Oh,
A
boy.
lot's going on since then.
Yeah.
But we put out an album first and foremost.
Yes. Tell us about.
July 30th. Yeah, the Alliyance Supergroup, streaming on all platforms. Go check that out.
Right. You already know.
Yeah. But in between that, it was a bit of a hiatus. We kind of got started during the summer of the pandemic. So last July.
Oh wow.
So that's kind of really
started to actually get real bad.
Yeah, that's kind of really when we got started. Like our last project before this one we just dropped, it was about a 5-year span. So it was a bit of a gap between the projects. And like you mentioned, we're all individual artists as well. So we work as a collective, and we're a part of each other's solo projects as well. But then we decided to come back and do our Alliyance thing, which we do every year in July.
Every July.
Every year in July.
I like that.
July.
Tell us about what is it? Tell me about it.
Shit.
So we dropped our first project in July as a group. So we kind of, as a promo for it, we did a mixtape before the album. And then every week in July, leading up to the release of the album, we kind of dropped something.
Right.
So we kind of just, decided to keep that going every year. And, that's been our...
Yeah. So we hijacked July and made it into July.
That's it.
Right.
That's how it needs to be done. So what was because like you said, there was the pandemic, and for a lot of independent artists, and I believe this, and I'm sure you all too, that if you had a grind, the pandemic was your opportunity. And there were those of us that I think that we understood the message. I think you guys understood the assignment. The assignment was get your grind on. So who was the one to kick off the idea for the new project, and what inspired it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Well, you know, last year, what was going on was we were doing our meeting. I think it was either Earth Tone or somebody from the group. Maybe Swanee wanted us to do wanted to just kind of check in and do like a Zoom meeting and be like, you know, what everybody had going on. Did anybody want to do anything for this July? For last July? And then we all just kind of, you know, we kind of came up with the plan over June where we would go into the studio and kind of, you know, each, you know, if anybody had and wanted to do a record and, you know, kind of put a little bit of a promo situation again for that. And at that time, I don't think we were even thinking about an album at that point, but we had went through July last year. Each person put out an individual song. And then at the end of it, we put out Quarter Water as a single. And we saw the feedback for Quarter Water, which was the first single we had dropped since like 2018, Make a Wish with Bugs Gutter.
Right.
So once people like reacted to the Quarter Water single, it was good. It was good reception to it. You know, we all kind of like put our heads together and was like, yo, what y'all want to do? Y'all want to record some more music? And it kind of just fell in all out. We decided, I had a studio that I had been using.
But before, Pete, you skipping the freestyles.
Yeah, that was what I was
Imani
missing.
first saw
that was where right, exactly. And even before the
clip,
before the little clips that we were doing during June. So before we even did the songs, we had the mixtapes coming out every week. So we were like coming out like that, and those mixtapes, that era was wild, but it was fun. It was like a little, but that was kind of what I think primed us to do the album, because we started getting our chemistry back up and everybody wanted to get back in the studio.
Gave us that push.
Gave us the push. So I had the studio. I had a studio I was working out of because I was working on my album at the time. And so I was like, yo, does anybody want to, go in on the studio that I got in the city? And it was for the low at the time because nobody was in the studio. That was like very much a pandemic.
I was telling you, the pandemic was your moment.
Listen, I had no idea when the pandemic loans started coming in. Listen, you already know the applications was going through. I was filling this shit out like crazy. I was like, let's get this guap right the fuck now, and let's go ahead and make this shit the fuck happen, because I got an album to put out. And then eventually the guys came in and we wanted to keep working and do the whole album. So we locked down the whole fall.
Wow.
And, we did the Quarter Water video. We started getting more shows again. It started being a whole little, like a little movement, you know what I'm saying? It was just our time. It was just our time to kind of come together and really, really like make shit happen. Before we knew it, we had a meeting. Earth Tone come through with like half a pack of beats. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody started going to work. So it was beautiful. It was like a really, really beautiful. And I love these guys. Like these guys, like to forever for my day ones. You already know.
That's why I love y'all. I love how y'all. You all are each other's priority, and
definitely.
You know what I mean? And like I don't think that we get to celebrate that enough. I think in a world where everybody's trying to be their own artist and everybody's trying to me, I think that we're forgetting that it's okay to prefer that your friends win.
Absolutely.
Why can't everybody win? And if everyone puts their forces together, aren't we stronger together anyway? And I think that the Alliance, just even in its name, really celebrates what that is about. Now I'm gonna ask you to do this, and it's up to you if you want, whatever you want to tell me. We know about the beauty of the Alliance. What are some of the challenges in the Alliance?
Shit. Who wants to take that one?
Lord.
Who wants to take that one?
All right,
Just
listen,
step
I'll
away.
I've spoken
My
up, so
big-
who else?
Be good. You go ahead. You didn't get to talk yet. Go ahead, be good.
My biggest challenge with the Alliance is making sure that my bars is on point when I step into the studio with Earth Tone and IKP.
Okay.
Because first of all, IKP already be in his notebook all the fucking time. So he writes, reconstruct, do whatever the fuck he needs to do. Earth Tone, he'll write on the spot and real fast if he says some shit. So me, I'm kind of in the middle of both. So I gotta make sure, like, I'm on my shit and that I'm living up to what the fuck these two are doing because they surprise me every fucking time. Once I think I'm gonna go hard, these two just wow me, and then I'm like all fucked up. Now I gotta go hard on the next one because they're not gonna come for me. But that's
You know what? I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm not a rapper because because watching these three work is something amazing. You know, I wish I can do that. I really wish I can do that, but no, because the challenge, the challenges with these three, it's unbelievable. I mean, these cats are unbelievable.
Funny, technically, you are a rapper. You do have a verse on the album, so
yeah. But see, I have three of the greatest ghostwriters, so I'm good.
So, but I would say though, even though you may not be a rapper, there's still a lot that you are in charge of because of the sound. Right?
Well, yeah. Well,
are you pretty much producing all the beats? Is that your
not all? Well, not on this second album. I did maybe I don't know how many.
You did the see. Earth Tone came up with half of it, and then at the very end of the recording sessions, Swanee came in, swooped in with the alley-oop at the very end with another
like 40, 30, right?
and kept
40,
us going.
They
You
kept
know
it
what I'm
going. Okay.
Well, we kind of put together a team of producers on this one. Like I did a lot of these. I did a bulk of them. Swanee put together a bulk, and then we had two other producers that we
right.
Shout out to Mike Jones and PA on the track.
Right.
We kind of branched out because the first project we did, Swanee did like 95% of the project.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
I did one song on there, and Swanee probably did all of the rest of them.
What made you want to change the percentage of the work? What made you want to do a little bit less this time, Swanee, and a little bit more Earth Tone?
It kind of just happened that way.
Yeah, it just happened.
I was actually gearing up for my solo project. So I had a bunch of beats. I kind of go in between like writing mode and production mode. So I had just got out of a producer mode phase, and I had a gang of beats that I was kind of, going to start sifting through. And I just started playing them because, the way we kind of started coming back together and working and the momentum, I just played them for the guys, and they just was falling in love with the beats I was playing.
Incredible.
That was kind of what got us excited. And then, like Peasy said, he already had the studio situation. So it was convenient for us to kind of, once we got into that rhythm of going into the studio every week consistently, we just started cranking out music, and it just kind of came together that way. Like Peasy was working with another producer for his solo project. So he was getting beats from him. Swanee already, was known for producing for us. I had a gang of beats. And then we found this other producer from, somebody another artist who I met this producer through, and he sent us like a gang of beats to just do your thing. So we kind of had like this smorgasbord of beats, and we just went crazy.
Just kind of went from there.
Yeah.
Is that another MC in front of you right there? Who that walking around in front of the camera?
Oh, this is Nyla. She's trying to be, trying to get her little
I'm gonna shine on.
Get your shine on.
Okay.
She thinks she can sing.
This is crazy.
Let's see. We're gonna take a break really quick, and we're gonna come right back. And once again, you're here with Imani Vanzap and my baby's the Alliyance. We'll see you in a minute. Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Imani Vanzap, and I'm here to help you big up. So listen, we are going to be doing some new things with my social media. One of those is trying to decide what other things you guys want to see. I know that I've been away from, Instagram and YouTube a while, and I'm sorry because TikTok just took over my life. But now I'm coming back, and I want to make sure that I'm giving you what you want. I've had a lot to learn over the past year, and I want to go into 2022 with you in mind. So let me know what you want to see more of on the channel. If you want to see interviews, long form, short form, commentary videos, inspirational, whatever it is, Dear Abby, Dear Imani, whatever it is. Let me know what you want to see, and I'm going to give you more of that in the new coming year. I love you so much. Big up! Bye, babies. Hey, everybody, how you doing? It is your auntie, social media's #1 auntie, Imani Vanzap, and I'm here with my babies, the Alliyance. And I'm excited about their success, and we're talking about their new projects and personal endeavors, group endeavors, and all the like. So let's get back into it. So tell us individually, how has life been for you with just this whole pandemic thing, even just aside from music? Just what are you getting right now? What are you downloading in your subconscious and putting out in the world? Let's start with Mr. B Hood.
Not much. I'm just trying to get. I just started working again.
Okay.
My job has been on furlough. My actually original job has been on furlough, and it's still on furlough until November. So I've just been working, found a different job, whatever. I might not go back to the other one. Now that I'm done with the Alliyance stuff, I'm kind of working on my next solo project, mixtape and the album. So look out for that.
Good.
And I'm trying to maintain them, glowing, losing a little weight, drinking my water. So that's about it.
You've been developing, popping things. I hear people say, what's been different in your work? Now I'm asking you this for a specific reason. You seem, I'm going to set it up. You seem like you've gotten really free in a very intimate way with yourself that I love to see.
Hey?
Yeah, it's and I don't know, maybe you've always been kind of how you are. You know what I'm talking about. You are more self-celebrating than I think that I ever remember you being. And I love to see it.
You right.
Oh,
you
man.
right.
Oh. IKP.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Look, you know what I'm talking about? Your pictures are real. You borderline Prince now. Like I'm waiting on you to just lay out in some flowers and give it to us.
Listen.
You already know. Peasy got him.
He definitely
Nothing.
I'ma just say that
Be real with me. Don't hide from me now. You know how I am.
God is good.
Amen. Amen.
You already know what it is.
Okay.
And you know what it is the pandemic actually has been so much more a blessing than anything else, because a lot of surprises, a lot of realizations, a lot of soul searching has happened. Because like the guys told you, like I ended up moving into like a really, really, really beautiful apartment that I did not see myself being in maybe a couple of years ago. And I used to be homeless. Like I was in these streets. It was crazy. So from that phase of my life to this has been a whole entire glow up.
That's a beautiful thing.
So and I'm just really happy that the people who stuck around with me and kind of just helped me get through like a really, really like rough patch. Like all these guys sitting here have been part of this whole part of my whole growth, and I'm really celebrating that. And I kind of want to show just to other people what it could look like, for them when they welcome everything about themselves, because it's a lot of pain out there that people are experiencing. And I think the pain is part of it, but I also think life is short and you got to celebrate everything about you, and don't let nobody take your joy away from you. So I just want, and people have done a lot to try to take my joy, a lot. So I'm taking it back, and that's all it's about.
Come on.
I know that's right.
Take your joy back, I said. I know that's right.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And when the Lord giveth, the Lord giveth plenty, abundance.
Amen.
Abundantly, and I'm around. And these guys already know, because they done seen where I used to be. That's why, I would never, for life, 4L, you already know what it is.
I love
so that's what we have.
Let me bounce to Imani. How about you? What's new in your world?
Okay, so I'm still making beats.
Still doing my thing.
As a matter of fact, my show, my radio show is coming back next year.
Hey!
My hip hop show and my house music show coming back. I love that. My house music show and my hip hop show is coming back next year.
You do a house show too?
House music. Oh yeah, I'm a big house head.
That's right.
I'm a big-
I love rap, but now the house, that's a whole new
That,
pop.
I'm
Whole
a
different
huge
thing.
house head. I'm a huge house head. I love house music.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody.
I recorded some new music. I did.
Okay.
What?
I did, yeah. So I got
Oh,
new,
so
new joints
so-
coming out.
Let's
send,
go.
send me that.
What?
Send me that, and I'll spin it. Send me that.
Oh
and
my
I'll
God,
spin
for
it.
real? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll make sure I do it. And it is
Hell
very
yeah.
house friendly, very like the new way the house is now. There's like a mixture, like a fusion blend. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you get it.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
most definitely.
Lord.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
doing that. Like Peasy, I just moved into my own place.
Yay!
In the Bronx, yeah, during the pandemic.
Shout
During the
out.
pandemic, that's a blessing.
Yeah, during the
Congratulations.
pandemic. My family was like, "Are you sure you want to move? You know, people are sick." No, don't worry about it. I got this. And here I am. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Thank God. Yeah, I'm good.
That's good.
And
I'm
beats.
And beats. So, but before I move on to Earth Tone, so anything personal or on a spiritual level, that just an awakening that you've had of some sort?
You know what? Waking up every morning in this place is a blessing. Period.
I love it.
You know, because I was living in a room, in one little room, and the landlady from I can say it now because I don't care. Fuck her. Yeah. You know, that lady she was incredibly nosy, always in my business. Yeah, I had to ask her for permission to have friends come over. Like, what? Like, I pay rent here and I got to ask permission? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah, but you know, waking up every morning in this place it's a blessing. Yes.
That's good.
Thank
I'm
God.
so glad for you.
Yeah.
So glad for you. Last but not least, my baby, Earth Tone. What's new?
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's been a crazy year, past year and a half now. You could say. One of the biggest things I picked up, like you was asking earlier, one of the, you know, you could see, especially on Instagram, social media, you see a lot of the shiny parts, a lot of the happy parts, a lot of the smiles. But it's a lot of those rainy days. It's a lot of those hills you got to climb to kind of keep doing what you're doing. And, you know, for us, the music kind of helped us get through it. You know what I mean? Like a stormy period. Like you said, for a lot of people, it was a gift and a curse. It was an up and down. You know, we really went through something real as far as, you know, health-wise pandemic. But people got through that by working through it and honing in and leaning into their passion. And that's one thing we did, especially clicking up. Like you said, we were all working on individual stuff and we kind of just naturally gravitated back towards each other. And it was like, it was time to kind of get it done. But on the flip side of that, you know, we're artists, but it's also real life. So how do you pay for this studio time? How do you pay for these videos? How do you pay for the cover art? How do you know, it's a lot of things. Like I had a friend ask me, you know, how much, he knew we was working on the album, and he's like, how much did y'all pay, you know, so far on the project? You know, just from a tax write-off standpoint. And I just had to think about, like, damn, we put a lot of just effort, blood, sweat, and tears, but also green into, you know, our project and our talent and our work and our effort. And that just lets you know that, you know, the people that you're around are really passionate about what they're doing. So, you know, it's tough at times. We have discrepancies as far as what should be a single, what should come out, what should we focus on, how should we promote this, stuff like that. Like we figure all of that stuff out. And that's the parts that people don't see. But we got to a point where we rely on each other's strengths and we lean into those and we make it happen, get it done. And it's enjoyable. We enjoy it.
Just so everybody, just so your audience know, we are really brothers. We look out for each other and we take care of each other.
No doubt.
I mean, not a lot of groups will do that because a lot of groups will last maybe 2-3 years. We lasted 7 years. I mean, we're doing, you know, this is that brother thing. When one person is down, we try to get together and we try to bring that person up. But that's just what we do. I mean, we love each other. You know, family is family.
I have and that's what from the first time that I heard the clip, I can't remember if it was on the Alliyance page when it was the cypher y'all did.
When we was doing the ciphers.
I just loved it. It was, I know the difference between people that are kind of phoning it in and they don't really mean it. They just a part of something just to say they're a part of something. And they actually have a synergy. And you guys are the latter. Like you can feel everyone's individual styles, though they're very unique, they're very complimenting of everybody else. Everyone is outshining and not shining at the same time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like
Makes
a
perfect
competition, but I
sense.
see each and every one of you as like a different type of artist. So that
Right.
is speaks to that, if you will, for like other people that are trying to maybe start something and they may fall upon the jealousy thing. You know, sometimes they really kill it and your time may not be that hot. So like, how do you check your ego and your pride when you're working on things like this?
I mean, I have no ego. Like, I mean, with these dudes, nah. I want to see these guys shine.
Yeah.
I want them to shine. I want them to shine brighter than the stars above. You know, these guys. I mean, what can I say? I mean, the love I have for these dudes it's an amazing thing. Like, I love these dudes. So
I think there's definitely a respect factor going on here because I'll be honest, like we all work really, really hard at what we do, and we don't like to put. I don't think if I could speak for everybody else in the group, like none of us like to put out garbage, and we all know what it looks like. We all know what it sounds like. We all know what it is, and none of us, we care about the culture, and we care about ourselves, and we care about the people we're talking to so much. And it's even to the point where even if we have a disagreement with each other, the respect will come first. Yo, pull them to the side. Yo, I don't like the way you did this, said that, that, and the third, and we work it out as gentlemen. And I think that's gold. If the respect isn't there, and it's like any relationship, and I've been through many, many types of relationships where the respect wasn't there, and you might let some shit slide, but the red flags has been there. I don't think there's been a time where I felt like there was like a red flag with these guys. Nah. These guys are all honest. We all honest with each other, even to the point where it might take us down a couple notches, but we know that because we love each other and we love what we do and we love doing this. I think that's what make the relationship last, and without the respect there, it's not gonna really go nowhere. And that's my advice to anybody.
We're receptive of like criticism of each other. Like we'll take it in personal.
You
know, because we got a lot of strong personalities.
Absolutely, for sure.
Two Aries,
no one's Scorpio,
so we very strong character.
We all
know how
pretty
to tone it down and be respectful and accept it and be like, take a look at ourselves and be like, so definitely there.
What would you say what was the overall vision for this project? If you get, let me change that. I'm gonna make it hard for you. I'm gonna go around the room. I'm gonna go clockwise, so I'll call on you. If you had to describe this project I'll give you 3 words, 3 distinct words. How would you describe this project? Let's start with Earth Tone.
Starting with Earth Tone, you gonna put me on the spit?
I just went with the clock.
Okay.
My clock.
I would say it was impactful. I would say it was timely. And I would say it was satisfying.
I like that. Okay, be good. Let's go with you. I'm gonna go clockwise on my computer.
I would say I don't know words, but I'm gonna say like a little phrases maybe.
I
would say it's for everybody. I feel like you definitely can get something. Anybody can get something. You can play around a group of anybody. You can fit any mood. It's very all around.
Yeah.
There you go. I would say honest, because I feel like we didn't hold back this time. I feel like we said what we wanted to say. I feel like we had fun. We wasn't afraid. We wasn't trying to be OD rappers. We was like rapping. We was having fun. We was doing what we love. It wasn't like trying to prove a point. So it's honest. It was just us. Like we're not trying to make hit records. If we just making records, what we love to do.
Mhm.
And then I would
Right.
say, hmm. Damn, I like the timeless, because I feel like we could listen to this forever.
Mhm.
Okay. You can agree on a word. That's fine.
Mm,
All right. Let me go you, Swanee.
yeah.
Innovative,
Ooh, yes.
brilliant,
Yes.
church,
Yes. Was that a third one?
church.
Okay, I'm making sure. I'm gonna make sure fan clap time. All right now.
Love it,
Okay.
love
I
it.
mean, yeah, I say that because these guys, they'll take you there. These guys will take you there.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah. I
stop
see.
playing.
Extreme.
Not a lot of people can rap with us.
No.
Yeah.
I listen.
NZ.
I know who deserve to be in the same category. Everybody can't get with y'all. I ain't gonna say who I don't think can, but just know
Okay.
I don't think that about everybody. They can't rock.
Just know,
We won't
just
tell
know-
nobody. We won't tell nobody.
just know, like in high school, where the cool kids were sitting at the cool table, that's us. You can't sit with us. Go over there.
The Mean Girls.
Right.
Yeah,
What you mean, bitch? I mean,
That's what it is.
bitch.
Me, that's fine.
I mean, you gotta be something special, for you to come and sit down with us and hang out with us. You gotta be special.
Now you mind if I push back? Let me tell you why. I don't think y'all the cool kids like that. Not the. Well, let me change that. I don't think this is a popular table. I think cool and popular are two different things, and I think that there is a table that is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They don't like get away from us, but I think that that the cool kids, they have the same regard for their group. Like you can't just everybody hang with us, but you're better than them. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Wow. Okay.
Y'all the table to stick together. The other table they ain't gonna talk to each other after they graduate.
Right.
Y'all in it for the long haul.
Absolutely.
That's my opinion.
We ain't trying to be the cool kids.
Absolutely.
Y'all can have that.
That's my little pushback. That's my
For
opinion.
real.
Okay. All right.
For real.
But I feel you. Hey, IKP, what about you?
Let's see. 3 words that describe the album. I would say it is traditional, also forward thinking, and also, let's see, it is, I like the innovative as well, because we're telling stories that you're not going to get from, you're not going to get everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? We're telling our stories, and there hasn't really been a space where we could tell, people like us could tell our own stories. You know what I'm saying? You might see a certain type of artist on top. You might see, you know what I'm saying, artists that's giving, that's serving. They there for the ballroom. You might see an artist that's there for the kids. You might see an artist that, is talking about street shit, but where, not everybody don't live those different type of lives. So we tell the story for the people that, looking in deeper, like kind of really, really soul searching, looking real deep into ourselves, and people who have been through real life shit, but that you just don't hear that shit on the radio, especially not from no gay Black men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to name names. I could name names all day, but I think we're tired of that conversation. It's not about them.
Yeah.
It's about what we're doing.
Right.
Period.
It's about y'all.
Can I add one more word?
Please.
Real.
That too. That one.
Real. Yeah. And I'll leave it there.
I feel okay. Yeah, say it on real is what it is. I want to go back to one of yours, IKP, and just expound a little bit more for me if you don't mind. You said traditional. And I think that's an interesting word that most people would not, it would almost be frowned upon by some people to say. So tell me why you said traditional.
Because we all come from an era, we come from a certain era where, a lot of the things that within hip hop culture, a lot of the rules, a lot of the foundations, a lot of the core instincts that, were around or celebrated in that era they were from the beginning. Like you got Swanee here who has kind of seen so much since the beginning of hip hop, and we learn from that, and we respect that, and we hold that to a certain regard. We don't forget that while we're also moving people forward, because I think there's value in acknowledging and respecting the shoulders that we stand on, as well as taking people to the future. And people will frown on it because they don't understand. All they see is the negative. All they see is, you know, the old school cats dissing the new, but it's just a conversation that's not really being had. And I think that's what we're here to do. We're here to facilitate that conversation and really show where that respect lies and where it could be, because there's room for so many different type of stories and styles and innovations out here. So we don't need to be, there doesn't need to be a war between old and new and traditional and modern. We could bridge all of that. There's a world where we could all kind of coexist, and I think that's what we bring.
I totally believe it. We're going to take one more break. I'm enjoying this conversation. I hope you are too. Let us know in the comments how you feel. What is your favorite part about what my babies have been saying? And can you expound on it as well too? This is Imani Vanzap, and we're talking with my babies, the Alliyance. We will see you in a minute.
Hey everybody, how you doing? My name is Imani Vanzap, and I'm here to help you big up. So listen, we are going to be doing some new things with my social media. One of those is trying to decide what other things you guys want to see. I know that I've been away from, Instagram and YouTube a while, and I'm sorry because TikTok just took over my life, but now I'm coming back and I want to make sure that I'm giving you what you want. I've had a lot to learn over the past year, and I want to go into 2022 with you in mind. So let me know what you want to see more of on the channel. If you want to see interviews, long form, short form, commentary videos, inspirational, whatever it is, Dear Abby, Dear Imani, whatever it is. Let me know what you want to see, and I'm going to give you more of that in the new coming year. I love you so much. Big out! Bye, babies.
All right, everybody. This is Imani Vanzap, social media's #1 auntie, and I'm here with my babies, the Alliyance. And we've been enjoying this wonderful conversation about their success and their journeys, their rises, their struggles, their triumphs. And I wanted to move into a very special segment here where there seems to be a lot of noise about LGBT individuals that are finding their time in the spotlight. And there's a lot of pushback when you think about Lil Nas X, this, doing what he's doing, and different ones. It could be Taj Call, different ones that are really finding their voice and it's actually getting traction. There seems to be problems with it. And there are people that speak against it. You got your little Boosies and your TIs and everybody else. So I want you all to share what you see going on right now. How does it make you feel? How do you process it? How do you respond? Let's start. I'm coming to you last. I know that. Let me start.
I don't have that much to say. Don't make it like I have that much to say.
You lying. You got a lot to say.
It be peasy. It be peasy. It don't be me. It don't be me. It be Swanee and peasy. It don't even be me.
Really? Okay, we'll come back. Who's going to go off the most?
Me. One of the Aries.
Swanee. Okay. We'll come to Swanee last. Let me go to IKP first.
Oh man.
Speak on it. I said.
First of all, okay, I'm gonna go first. All right. The baby can't rap with us. Second of all, because Boozy can't rap with us either. Third of all, you can't sit with us. What you mean, bitch? Like Hood said in the song, Deeper Than Rap. And you know what's crazy? When we did the record Deeper Than Rap, like, this is before any of this thing came to light, like before the situation. I think we did that like probably in the middle of the sessions. But when I was like, why don't we call this song Deeper Than Rap? Because we already know the conversation was waiting to be had, because we had been having this conversation within ourselves for the longest time. So when it all came to be, I was like, I'm watching and I'm eating the popcorn. Like, okay, that's what he said. Okay, let me write that down. Oh, that's what they did? Oh, let me write that down. Okay, first, I'm going to address this on the Herbal Tea podcast, and I'm going to address this in a song. Yeah. So these, all this conversation, I think it's healthy conversation because, first of all, like me and Earthton, we talk about this all the time. Boozy represents a lot of the Black community, a lot of Black men that think like that. The baby, the same thing. T.I., you could see And this conversation has been waiting to be had for a long time. And I think it's healthy, but unfortunately, it's painful because it reminds all of us why we were in the closet in the first place. And I think that's where the real pain is coming from. And while there's a culture war, whatever you want to call it, out there of people who are pushing back against the progress, you already know that when it comes to shit like this, time is already going to be on our side, because you either change and adapt or you die. And that's just what life is all about. So these guys,
if you lay down, you better stay down.
Exactly. Period.
Peasy.
So
Peasy's being too nice.
You can talk your shit. They could talk their shit all they want to, but at the same time, you're gonna get ran over because you're gonna be the one exposed. You're gonna be the one left behind, and you're gonna be looking dusty and looking stupid when you look back at what you said 10, 20 years ago, and you see how it's gonna change, and we all gonna be on top. That's where I'm gonna leave it.
Listen. Gospel to me. Earthstone, what about you?
I mean, I feel like, to play off what Peasy was saying, as far as, you know, what Boosie represents, you know, the baby, as far as, you know, his recent pop rise, and now suddenly, you know, fall off of, you know, the things he recently said. It's just, I'm kind of, you know, as much of a downside as it is to it, I'm glad it's playing out on the big screen the way it is. We need to see it. You know, like we was mentioning, this isn't nothing new to us. We're used to being the outcasts in hip hop. We're used to not being welcome in hip hop. We're used to people having these kind of views towards us. So this isn't anything new. But we've gotten into an era where we think shit's sweet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it isn't. These people are out there. These people have these views and they think that. And, you know, everybody likes to fall back on my stylist is gay, or I know people and this and that and the third. Like, that's a whole different situation as opposed to how you feel. Okay, you feel like you got to protect your kids from growing up a certain way, or you feel like you even have that power over something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets deeper. It's deeper roots and deeper situations and thoughts and processes that we got to go through to get past this. But these are like growing pains. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like that. I'm looking at it like these are growing pains. You got the Lil Nas X's who are popping now. They can't stand it. They hate it. You know what I'm saying? And Boosie is outspoken. He gonna speak, and I love it because we love the way Lil Nas reacts to it. He always has the most proof. He's always just
masterful.
Boom, cool as a cucumber. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't knock him off his path, and we need to see that. You know what I'm saying? The younger generation coming up and seeing that, because they know. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to speak on what has happened. They see it and they know for themselves. Like, they know better than we know because they don't have all that extra trauma that they're carrying on. They know this is right and this is wrong, and this just doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? So they're able to decipher that, but we got all our, you know, trauma and our wounds that we got to get through, and this is just kind of rehashing those, like tearing the Band-Aid off. But I love that we have these platforms and we have artists that's not just, okay, trying to be pop. We could talk about this in the music. Like, this is the stuff we talk about. This is the stuff we focus on. This is the stuff we try to, you know, evoke conversations about, as well as, you know, like me and Peasy got the podcast, Herbal Tea Podcast. Like, this is stuff we kind of try to bring up in pop culture. And this is the stuff we need to be focusing on and, you know, talking about. And like you said, this whole thing with the baby, turn around, he going and he spoke to what? They said 9 to 10 different, you know, HIV organizations. That's just, for what it's worth, that's something that's on a positive note right there that came out of something that was so, you know, crazy. So you kind of got to look at it both ways. Take what you can, and we got to keep moving and keep progressing and keep growing. But I think it's just a sign that we here and they mad.
Yeah,
very much so.
Basically, I agree. I want to say something, but one of the things you just said, I think that we do need more space for forgiveness, or to allow someone to change. I think sometimes when somebody does something wrong, we forever leave them there. And the intent is that people's mindsets will change, no matter how hard. If someone makes an effort to come back, I ain't talking about what you call PR damage control. I ain't talking about that. I hate damage control posts. I don't mean that. But when people are showing deeds. Show up to places where there are LGBT people. There are ways you can get involved to where it's not always about I'm sorry. Nothing says sorry or I apologize better than change behavior.
Absolutely. I hate apologies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Those are just words. Like they don't mean that.
Yeah, exactly.
You just gonna go keep doing the same.
I know you didn't put no thought into it. Anybody can say that. You can text somebody something like that, and it doesn't mean anything. When you have to stand before people and say it, or we have to go before people and do it, that's a different level of humility and understanding. And I just hope that we give more space to people that at least try.
Yeah, this is just open, and this is kind of. It reminds me of how, you know, when the tide was turning in hip hop and music, you know, a new sound was coming in. There was an older regime, like Peasy said, kind of traditional. It's nothing bad about traditional, but that was the outlook because there was a new sound coming in.
Yeah,
That's what I was gonna say.
The new sound is just a derivative of the traditional.
Of the
so
traditional
it's all the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Everything
So
been
Right. Yeah, it's just a different sound.
Yeah, because they didn't want gangster rap. They didn't want over that at first. They didn't want, you know, they didn't want your kids to listen to gangster rap. They didn't want your kids to see all these images of people shooting and doing all this at a time. But it's normal. This is people's lives.
Now it's normal,
Absolutely.
So when it comes to us, it's like the same thing. We're gay. This is our lives. What you expect us to
What
do?
you expect.
What you expect? You're gonna hate on us if we talk about it. You're gonna hate us if we don't talk about it.
Right.
We gotta be us. You gotta represent us. That's why we're represented in power and shit now. We're normalized. Like we're here. We're represented in different things and kids shows and because we're here. You have to normalize it. Like we're not going nowhere. It's not like we're trying to throw it in the face. You have to let people know it's normal. We're here. Like we're not going
not in the shadows no more.
The more you normalize it, the more you humanize it. I love it.
Exactly.
I think that's what's bothering a lot of people when you, now they're trying to put it down all the kids' throats. That doesn't really, that's not real. Because if that were true, everybody be straight.
Those are the same.
That's not true.
Those are the same excuses.
I like that. Could you say that again, please?
If watching something on TV was a direct indication as to what your child's sexual orientation was going to be, every child would be straight.
Amen.
Period. You can't cut it no other way. And I think that's for a lot of people, they don't know how to form their argument. It's not, you don't like the visibility of it. A lot of people, they're uncomfortable with representation. People deserve to be represented. And when you, and it's almost we have communities starting to sound like oppressive communities. A lot of people, they'll say, people that are in the Black community, they're saying, you're sounding like racist white people.
Well, Republicans, I was having the same conversation.
Very Trump They're the same arguments they were using against like gangster rap when they was running over CDs and bulldozers.
Against jazz. That's culture, same thing.
Jazz
rock,
used to be,
same thing.
Because it was considered the anti to like classical and all the so somebody takes away when someone and I what both of you said or many of you said innovative to your project. When you take something and you change it, that changing is from someone's experience.
Right.
That's what's important. That's innovation. It's not necessarily that we've never seen it before, but how do we take something that is traditional and flip it on its head for a different cause? And it helps even more people. That is innovation. Jazz innovation. Break dancing was innovation. You know, there's always something, and there's always gonna be somebody that doesn't like it. And that's
of course.
Last but not least, Swanee, go ahead and sound off, baby. Go ahead. I know you've been waiting.
You've been waiting.
No, well, you know what? I'm gonna say this. Clifford, shut up. You got too much going on in your house.
Period.
Too much stuff going on in your house with Miss Piggy. Okay, I don't care. You want me to say it? I'm going to say it. You guys are running prostitute rings in your house and all this mess. Shut up. Just shut up.
Like how do you have time?
Mr. What's the expeditiously with the shut up, please. Bootsy, but whatever your name is, are you upset because Lil Nas X has a lot of Grammys and you don't? Okay. Are you upset? Well, who's the other guy? Who's the other one? Oh, the boob. Please give me a break. The boob.
Come on, the
boob. listen, these dudes, and many of these other gay hating people need to shut up, sit down, and watch how it's really done. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, these
That's
bitches
it.
is my sons, and I'm
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
some bibs for them.
You know, the boob need to
The boob,
shut
that cracks me up.
I can't stand the boob. I can't stand Clifford, and I can't stand Boosie, whatever his name is. I can't stand these dudes. Every time I see them,
ever.
you know,
But I'm not mad at anything any of you said, because I think that we need to hear this side. I think that those that have had the boot stepped on their neck deserves a chance to speak. I don't care what community that is. If you are
absolutely
up and you've had someone else's boot on your neck and you can't even live because they feel comfortable in that position, if you get the chance to get from under that boot, you deserve to tell what happened while you were under it. That's how I feel here.
Boom.
Absolutely. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much. So what last things do we need to know? I don't want to leave none out. Tell everybody what are the last announcements that are going on. Let's start top and go around. Let's start B Hood first.
I mean, go stream that album. That's the only announcement I got. I mean, the album is fire if y'all haven't listened.
Period.
It's dope as fuck. Get into it. It's definitely a classic. And if you haven't, I need y'all to listen. I need y'all to share. And that's it. Because that's the only thing you got coming up. Look out for videos. Go watch the fucking
Epicenter.
Get the hype. Go.
Period.
Go watch the Epicenter video. That's out. That's fucking fire.
Okay.
Quarter water. That's out. And you know, we got some more surprises coming up. Like in the fucking IKP video or talk about videos. Like we out here. Like we doing the damn thing. And
you ready for
I got some shit dropping.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. And what's up?
Absolutely.
Swanee, what's
Let's
up?
get
What's going on?
Oh well, like I said before, Rolling with Swanee's coming back next year.
Yeah.
The first week of January, Rolling with Swanee House Music Saturdays is coming back. Go check out that new Alliyance album.
Okay.
You need to go check that out. I'm telling you, it's incredible. Listen, once you get that, listen, I'm gonna promise you this. If you get that, it's gonna stay on repeat. I promise you. And I think we have. I don't know if I could talk about it.
Too late. Go
I'm
ahead.
not gonna say it because I don't want to say it because I don't know if the fellas are okay with
dropping exclusive.
So I'll say, go ahead and say it, and if it's something that I can't put in the video, just tell me, and I'll tell Sierra not to edit. I'll tell her.
Okay. Well, we got part 2 coming out. We're working on part 2.
We might have a little extension. You know what I'm saying? We not
extension to this album.
We're not done.
Yes.
You know
we're not done.
There's more.
Yeah, there's more.
There's
super
more.
group coming. Yeah, super group coming. We listen, man. We got videos and things. Listen, we get ready to do a lot of stuff. A lot of things.
I know.
A lot of beautiful things.
Do it. IKP, what's up?
Shout out. You already know. So yeah, we got a little bit of a deluxe edition that we're, talking about right now. Right. So for the supergroup, but the main album that's out, episode, like Billy said, I think, and also, you know what I'm saying, we all have individual projects that's out there too, and all individual singles. So let's talk about Mr. B Hood's debut. That came out just before, during the pandemic last fall. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Earth Tone's Gourmet Situation that came out when he was doing The Circle. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about my album 1111 that came out just a few months before Supergroup. It came out in April, and I did that, right before we got into Supergroup. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Swanee River. You know what I'm saying? He got numerous classics out there for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We all out here.
Numerous LGBT classics.
Numerous. Yes.
You know
what I'm saying?
Starting from 2010 to now. So let's get into it.
Do the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Get your situation together and then get into the super group. And we even got like little stuff that we've done in between time. In the meantime, like I said, we got the winning single Bachelor. You know what I'm saying? Day Ones. You know what I'm saying? That's on my Ethos album. You know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of material out there that could get y'all familiar. We got a lot of stuff, and we got a lot more coming. And
Once
we're
you
gonna make this work. We're gonna make
once
this.
you get
once you get
an IKP album, an Earth Tone album, a Billy Hood album, you know, it's gonna stay on repeat. You know,
It's inevitable you're gonna get
I
to
top it
promise
off. What?
the Alliance album, I promise you guys, it's gonna stay on repeat. You're not gonna want to stop listening. You're gonna want to sit there and learn the lyrics.
You won't get this from anybody else that's out there. We definitely have our own
guaranteed
lane that we in, and you know, we just want to make sure that everybody out there that doesn't see themselves represented, you know, you can check for us because we might got something for you. Here we are.
Here we are.
Listen. Come on, Earth Tone, bring it home.
I like that. I like what you said at the end of that, PZ. It's something, you know, it's not gonna be for everybody. Like you said, Imani, everybody not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? But we giving it to you, we serving it to you, real, raw, special seasoning that you only gonna be able to get here, and you need to go check it out, man. You can just tell from the album cover, it's vibrant, it's passionate. We put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it. And you know, it's a lot of good music on there. And like they were saying, we all have catalog. You know what I'm saying? You could go ahead and put together a whole Alliance playlist and put the best of.
Yep.
But aside from that, we about the culture. We about the Q plus artists. You know,
absolutely.
We provide a platform. Like I said, we got the Herbal Tea podcast where we review music from all Q plus artists. So if you got music out there, not only do we create music, but we also try to create platforms for other artists to have their music. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. We creating this ecosystem, and just look out for more music, more videos, and you know, more dope shit along the way, man. It's the Alliance. We here.
We're here.
That's it. That's it. I'm so excited. I'm excited for you all. Oh wait, how do people, before I close out, how do they strictly just follow the Alliance? Tell everybody where they need to go.
Yes. So we got to spell it for you. It's at the Alliyance, ALLIYANCE. So at the Alliyance on all social media. You got thealliance.com. And you can just go to any of our IGs and hit the link in the bio, like anywhere else, and you can find all our stuff. So anywhere real fast, hit one link, and you'll be right there. But at the Alliance, all social media platforms.
Right,
for sure.
Do not stop this Black Boy Joy. I mean, it's your show. I think one of the things about hip hop that they weren't ready for was the freedom in it. I think everyone talked about the pain and the money and the holes and the cars and all, and then they forgot about the freedom that is also to be represented in hip hop. And that's what I believe you represent. And I think what Lil Nas represents, and artists that are understanding this sound can be bigger, and that there's a voice for it. There's an audience for it. There are people that are going to be inspired by what we have. And I am declaring you front runners in this race. They are taking it in the direction that
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
I've always thought that ever since I listened with the Alliance and your individual records, there's a consistency of love that's there, thought and heart that the world needs, that the music industry definitely needs. And you all represent it. Now just anything that I can. That's why I broke my neck to try and make sure I did this interview. I know that my system ain't right. I messed them up. I got the date wrong, and I was like, please don't throw me away. I thought he was gonna cuss me out. I was like, Erton, he's gonna go and he's just gonna say, lady, looking crazy. But thank you for giving me a chance to get everything together. And for those that know, this is the first interview that's starting our new series of interviews. I wanted to break this out with only the best. I've interviewed a lot of people, and I love talking. I can talk to a cat. The dog rocks. I don't care. It's fine. And that's fine. But there are people that I know in my heart that need to be seen. And they're doing the work. They're inspiring. They're blazing the trails. And the Alliance is the definition of that. Textbook definition of what it means to become and do your thing. So I love you.
Man.
I really love y'all. Thank you so much for being here.
Anytime.
Right, we just became.
You got this, okay?
Anytime.
My baby. Help them become by getting their music. All streaming platforms, go and download everything that they've got going on right now. If they have concerts that are going on, whatever they need you to do, merchandise, all of it, we can support independent artists. It's not hard. Get behind the message you believe in, and I know that you need to believe in my babies here. Okay? So we got a good time. And I hope you
I
come
had
back
a
to
wonderful
the Grammy, come back
time.
again.
Great time.
Anytime. Anytime.
Y'all missed what I said.
No, I did.
After you win the Grammy, you got to come back.
Oh, for
Oh,
Man, what?
You
What?
the first stop.
Of course.
Come on,
First
man.
stop. You the first stop. Come on
Don't
now.
Pretty
forget me,
much.
please. Don't.
Pretty
First
much.
stop.
First interview. As soon as we get it, hot off the stage.
There you go. Right.
Pretty much.
Right on stage.
Not talking
Right.
to Zane Lowe. Not talking to Zane Lowe. I need to talk to Imani. Period.
Period.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Right. Let's
Talk to you
go.
first.
All right.
Right.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. Once again,
Okay,
you've been
babe.
here with Imani Vanzap and my babies, the Alliyance. Download all their music. Let us know in the comments how you felt about what's going on. Let them know how you feel if you want other things from them, questions for them. I'm sure they'll be in the comments answering the questions as well too.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
We will see you
Right.
next time on Becoming with Imani. Love you.
Okay, so I hope that everyone enjoyed the interview. Please go and follow all of my babies on social media. I'm still about supporting independent artists. All right, that's what this is about. This has always been about supporting artists in music and expression and all that kind of thing. Let us know in the comments how you felt about this particular episode. We're going to have a couple of other type of test runs of things. And then just let us know. Give us feedback. Let us know what you want to see more of, what could be different, who we should talk to, who we should invite, what topics you want us to cover, whatever it may be. Let us know, and I want to make sure that I do that. Once again, if you don't know who I am by now, shame on you. Why? My name is Imani Vanzap, and I am here to help you become. All right? I will see you soon. Bye, baby. Make sure that you follow all of my social media at Imani Vanzap so that you can become what? Stronger and better.